Life on Bourbon is set in New Orleans, but specifically set on Bourbon Street and told from the perspective of Bourbon Street, because I think that New Orleans is just a funny place. Back when I worked on Bourbon Street, a lot of us that worked there wanted a show about this street because it was so crazy. There was comedy galore, there was stories all up and down the street. When we first started the story, it was when I was a MC and DJ on Bourbon Street. And then we wrote it from the perspective of me being a lead singer in a cover band. But now that I'm in this production marketing era of my life, I still wanted to be able to tell the stories from my 20s and 30s, but also from now. So the story takes place from the perspective of Leo, who's my character, that owns a marketing agency, but he also owns a bar on Bourbon. And so those two worlds colliding at the same time has been really such a fun concept. Also inspired from shows that I really love to watch: Entourage, Suits, 30 Rock. And so when I created the first episode, what I did was I just kind of took stories from my life and infused them into the show. And so I didn't really have to overthink it too much. I just said, this is what's happening in my life. This is what happened in my life. Let's infuse that into the story. And it's just rich with conflict and comedy and love and romance and just craziness. So it really just kind of wrote itself. And now we're self-distributing the show. I had an opportunity to sell this project and I declined because I didn't want to give it up, especially now where I am in my life. I don't necessarily need to make money. I just wanted something fun to do, something to tell my stories through. And so I created this show and we're self-distributing, and you guys are getting a first glance. So I hope you guys follow us on this journey as we bring you Life on Bourbon, but told a little bit differently than what you're expecting from a usual sitcom. Because we're creating this holistically, where we're creating a podcast around the show, we're inviting people that work on the street to come on and tell stories, and then actually showing the sitcom itself on YouTube, you guys are gonna get an entire world that you guys can sort of get immersed in. If you guys have stories from Bourbon Street and from New Orleans and you'd like to share that with us, please do. We might infuse it into the show. We're gonna be creating more of an interactive experience, just like in the show Entourage, where we actually have celebrities coming onto the show playing themselves. It'll be a fun time to kind of follow us around and see how the show develops and actually be able to take part in the creation process too. So we're all ears. Let us know. This is Life on Bourbon.